Hey, BYHYU. Welcome to episode 97 of Build Your House Yourself University. I'm your host and fellow student, Michelle Nelson, and together we'll learn the basics of home design and construction and demystify the building process so we can build well-designed, quality dream homes with or without a general contractor. A few weeks ago, I went to my architect to tell him I had completely forgotten to add a very important space to our new house. It hadn't even crossed my mind until I saw my husband putting up our Christmas decorations. He's the Christmas decorator, not me, and he's quite the decorator. He goes all out, so we definitely need a dedicated space for our Christmas decor. So just a couple of weeks ago, we added to our house plan a Christmas nook to our attic. The episode this week will give you a few quick tips to help you design and build your house with the holidays in mind. Putting in a little extra thought and planning before you build will make holiday decorating a lot easier and more enjoyable for the years to come. Now, I'll be referring to Christmas for many of these tips, but these ideas should be helpful for those celebrating Hanukkah and other seasonal holidays. Now, let's get right to those quick tips. Number 1. Think about where your Christmas tree or trees will go and add electrical outlets to those areas. You should also avoid putting HVAC vents in those places. Air coming through those vents would be at least partially blocked, potentially making the room uncomfortable. And if you use a real Christmas tree, the vent air could dry the tree out. Will you have one large tree in your living room? Or will you also want a tree for your kids in the playroom? Think through where you want your trees and where they'll potentially go, and discuss that with your builder or your electrician and HVAC contractor. If you think to yourself, I might want a tree there, but I'm not sure, go ahead and add an extra outlet to that area just in case. Better to have a couple of extra outlets rather than not having enough. Tip number 2, don't forget to put outlets near stair banisters, your fireplace mantle, and by indoor balconies or anywhere else you like to put indoor lights. Number 3, add a holiday decoration storage area to your house, like we did. Maybe a dedicated closet or a space in your basement, attic, garage, or under the stairs would work for you. Make sure it's large enough to accommodate all your artificial Christmas trees, wreaths, wrapping paper, and indoor and outdoor holiday decor. You might want to have your carpenter build shelves for those large bins that many of us use for our Christmas decorations. Use clear bins if you want to easily see what's inside the bin, or use colored bins to make the closet look a little bit more festive. You'll probably have to label the opaque colored bins, though. Measure the bins that you have or that you plan to buy for your Christmas decor and make sure that the shelves will be large enough to accommodate them. If you have enough space, give yourself an area to hang Christmas wreaths, either on the walls or on a rack. Number 4, store a dolly or a cart with wheels in or near your holiday storage area to make moving bins and trees and other decorations easier. If your closet is on a different level than your main living area, you might even consider adding a dumbwaiter to move Christmas decor from floor to floor. A dumbwaiter is like a miniature freight elevator that moves up and down either manually with a crank or automatically with the push of a button. Take a look at the show notes to see an example of a dumbwaiter. Now, if you're young and spry, you probably think these suggestions are silly. But the older I get, the more a little extra help sounds like a good idea. Number 5, add outlets to any outdoor areas you want holiday lights, including railings and near windows that you want lights, and at the soffits of your roof if you hang lights on your eaves. Remember, eaves are the edge of the roof that extend beyond the main body of the house, and the soffit is the part of the eave that faces downward toward the sidewalk. The eave is the edge, and the soffits are the part of the eave that's sidewalk facing. Outlets typically go in the soffits, and lights often hang from the eaves. Number 6, if you want 1 or 2 or even 3 decorated Christmas trees outside your house each holiday season, plan to plant evergreen shrubs near your house. Ask your landscaper for suggestions of what evergreen shrubs will do well in your region. Junipers and cedars might be a good choice, but ask your landscaper just to be sure. And if you want lights on those outdoor trees, talk to your electrician about putting outlets close by. And our last tip, number 7, ask for at least 2 holiday switches inside your house, one that controls your indoor holiday lights and one that controls your outdoor lights. If you want to separately control several different groups of lights inside or outside the house, you'll obviously need more than 2 switches. Put holiday switches in an out-of-the-way place, like inside a coat closet or in your garage, since the switches won't be used for most of the year. You might also ask your electrician about smart solutions that allow you to control your holiday lights from your phone or tablet. Well, those are my holiday tips. I hope you found them helpful, and I hope you'll join me next week for another episode of Build Your House Yourself University. BYHYU. Please remember that the purpose of this podcast is simply to educate and inform. It's not a substitute for professional advice. The information that you hear is based only on the opinions, research, and experiences of my guests and myself. That information might be incomplete, it's subject to change, and it may not apply to your project. In addition, building codes and requirements vary from region to region, so always consult a professional about specific recommendations for your home.